Birmingham's religious buildings enjoy pride of place in the heart of the city. In fact, some of them you wouldn't even be aware of at all. I'm here in a residential street in Ladywood, and squeezed right in between these houses is the exact copy of Shwadigon, a very important peace pagoda in Burma. The Dharma Talaka, or Reservoir of Truth Peace Pagoda, was opened in June '98 in the presence of Birmingham's Lord Mayor Anderson and Ladywood MP Claire Short. The sacred tower, or stupa, symbolises peace and enshrines two relics of the Buddha. Birmingham's pagoda is the largest of its kind in Europe. Already on the site are the tower, or stupa, a monastery building, the vihara, where the monks live, and the Dhamma hall, where Buddhist teaching takes place. Financed totally from individual donations, in keeping with Myanmar tradition, even the monks worked on its construction.
I physically worked a lot to finish this pagoda. Physically painting, decorating, lifting bricks, or building site, everything.
Although the pagoda's architecture may clash with the surrounding urban-suburban mix of factories and housing, at the same time it seems to exude peace and tranquility. Over the years, the only real problems have been with the Great British Weather. The original gold leaf was washed away, and the tower itself has suffered water damage.
The only issue we've ever had with anything we wanted to do on the site is parking. The residents have been really good. We get on well with the residents, never had any problems.
We frequently have cars drive past the gates, stop, reverse back up the street, and the people sit in their cars and just look at the place because they can't believe it's there.
I wanted to find out what local residents felt about having the pagoda in their neighbourhood.
I think it makes it more attractive because there's more things to look at rather than just having the plain houses around.
I think it's quite an asset, really. I saw it being constructed, and the gilding was quite a work of art, really.
I think it's a beautiful building. It attracts a lot of people, and it's a very peaceful, beautiful building to look at.
Local people seem very happy with the pagoda on their street, but there are always detractors, even if the pagoda does seem far less controversial than the temple in Tividale.
Pastiche and historic references within buildings are almost a comfort zone for people, where it's the easy option in terms of design. It would have been better to have designed it in a more modern interpretation of the traditional pagoda. That could have sat more comfortably with its immediate surroundings. And I'm not suggesting for a minute that we try and homogenise the city. Far from it. I think if you try and integrate buildings in a more intelligent way, then the environment works in a more positive way, rather than creating the danger of segregation and polarisation.
I think it fits well in so much as it symbolises the peace and tranquility which shouldn't be separated from everyday life.
If you don't like it, then we're really very sorry. But it's a multicultural society we live in, and it adds to the richness of the city.
Nagasena, a Burmese-born monk resident at the Peace Pagoda, welcomes the cultural exchange between East and West.
British influence to Asia was enormous. What you have here in the West, we brought back to Asia, or what Asians have something to offer to the West. So if we bring this magnificent, beautiful stupa here, so people here also be benefited.
Unlike most organised spiritual groups and faiths, there are few communal services. The emphasis is on individual meditation on the teachings of Lord Buddha, rather than worship or veneration of Buddha as God. Supporters and devotees of the Birmingham Pagoda come from all over the UK. Anyone and everyone is welcome.
Our pagoda is not only for meditation, not only for religious purposes, but also for education. to share the Buddhist knowledge.
Various levels of courses that are being run here, either from simple understanding of Buddhism through Pali language, and in the near future, with the teaching hall we've got, we will even go to the stage of MA PhD in Buddhism.
What's happening with the echo in the room? Can you tell the difference when I'm moving from one place to another? Well, that's because of the unsupported dome of the building. It's specially constructed to do things with the sound. So when the monks are in here chanting, it echoes in a very particular way.
Groups from local primary schools are regular visitors as part of the Ladywood Interfaith Education Project. The children seem captivated by the experience.
They are very simple, their minds are very white. When we see the flower, we are very happy, it's like that. In our Pagoda, always over 100 schools take appointments. Over 4,000-5,000 students, children visit to our place. It is a great happiness for us.
Makes you calmer and you feel happier because it's relaxing and colourful and very beautiful with the really nice colours and yeah, and it's like wow. I've never been to a place like this before, so it's really new.
The sound of the Burmese gong helps concentration during meditation.
The Burmese gong sort of goes through you, and I think what helps is because it rotates, the sound volume rotates around the room, and the children love the ability to be able to hit it.
There are plans to expand activities at the Dharma Tilaka Peace Pagoda in the future.
The hope would be one day that the land which is down from us here would be bought and converted to give us an old people's home, an art gallery, a day centre almost where people can come and meet. So it would become a lot bigger community.
I'm quite a loud person, and as soon as I entered that building, I think the first thing I realised was I became very quiet, which is quite hard for me to do actually. But everything around me was very calm and I really felt the presence of that building. My feeling is that the Reservoir of Truth Peace Pagoda makes a great contribution to community life and that it's good for Ladywood and for Birmingham as a whole.
030 030.